Welcome back to the channel. Team scores have dropped for round 11. A bit of a meh round, bit of a meh magic round. Well, it wasn't too many massive scores. 1,307, top 21% for the round. So I'm thinking 1,500s were the top 10%, top 5%. Season rank 9,591. I dropped ranks nearly about 500 spots, so that's not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. Top 6% overall. Team of the week, I'm going to say 1,650, I reckon. It wasn't a massive week. 1,624 overall rank, 38,000-ish. Grant, Couch from Willison. Olakwadu, 130. Finifuliaki, Preston, 84. Piss Paul, 80. Lasardi, Couchman. Captain Cleary, Munster, 127. Shocking. Atkinson and Peasant on the benches. Fine over 140. Jenkins, 109. Brantuo. Young, 100. Tedesco, 21. Ponga, 64. Nico Hines, 116. Let's check out overall. Rebel Zone, Owen. Where's the dude that was winning a couple of weeks ago? I think it was Michael, wasn't it? That was... Yeah, all the top 10 here got 1,600, 1,400, 1,300, 1,400. There's a low score there. The Battlers dropping ranks, 1,261. All right, let's go to leagues. I think I won 7 out of 9. It's not really loading. Let's go back to, we'll go check out my team first. All right, Grant, 96. Look, I bought in Oliver Pascoe last week with his 99. Stoked with that. How much cash did he make? Made 86K. He's going to make some more money. So I dare say a lot of people are going to be jumping on him this week. I'm glad I went early. Talent, Terrell May, 82. Willison, 66. I brought in Tarpany last week for this week's coming, so I didn't have to make a trade. I traded out Arama. How much did you get this week? Arama, did he drop cash? He dropped another 82K. What did he score? 22 points. So I'm glad I made that trade last week. Although, the week before, I traded out Dewey and brought in Tanner Boyd, who was on the bye. First game I had Tanner Boyd, 10 points ACL. So trading a week early sometimes helps, but this time it didn't for me. That could have been a pod play for me if he didn't go down with the ACL. I could have got, who knows? It could have been CBA. Wong, 59. Lukey, 54. Lasati, 64. Couchman, 74. Didn't play Hamish Stewart. Got Garner there as well. Cleary, Captain Cleary, 77. Boyd played, got the 10, so he dropped out. Fletcher Sharp, who I own, 91. Mitchell, 69, who's not playing Origin, but who's a trade. Marju, 56. Funroof, 140. Justo, 54. Tedesco, the 21. Edwards, who made Origin, and Teddy. No, Teddy's in Origin. Edwards isn't, so that's a shame that he's on the bye. Drinkwater, 55, who I traded in the other week for this round. So let's go to optimize. Subbing in. So we got Pascoe, Tarpany, Clark. Clark's going pretty good, but I think Melbourne, no one's dropping out. Oh no, Liero's dropping out, so Clark might get some more game time. Lukey, Lasardi, Couchman, Hamish Stewart, Tanner Boyd. That hurts. Tanner Boyd would have been 8. Walker, Farnworth, Chester, that's 10. Setu 2, Drinkwater. So I'm at 12 players without making a trade, which is pretty good. Pretty good. I'm hoping Macassini comes back into the team because Taylor May just went down with a shoulder injury. So Macassini is expected availability for round 13. I don't know what's going on there with his injury updates, but fingers crossed he comes back into the side. Is he owned by a lot of people still? 36%. So I dare say he would have been up at 50-something% ownership. 64% ownership. So half of the people pretty much sold him, which is good. Famani. All right, trades. Nico isn't playing this week, so there's no point me trading up Boyd for Nico this week. I'm just going to have to wait. But Latrell I am going to trade out. All right, let's check out who's playing. Let's go to averages. Bostock was a good buy, people who bought him in. Alex isn't playing. Asako, good buy. Sangi not playing. Talangi not playing. Avrillo not playing. Lehigh Hopewade. This is who I'm thinking of bringing in. Kohler is playing Origin. Clayton Falolo is the fullback. But does Tommy Turbo go to fullback when he comes back? Oh, jeez. Not a bad idea going Falolo. But when does Tommy come back? And does he stay back there? Does Tommy come back and go back to fullback? Bruh. At the moment, I'm thinking Lehigh Hopewade. I'm thinking Lehigh. We're going to VC Herbie. Who's our captain going to be? North Queensland versus Souths? Maybe. They got Cam Murray out. The Troll's not there. Who else is out? Where do we go? Lehigh Hopewade against the Gold Coast. Yeah, why not? Why not just risk it? Risk the biscuit. We'll leave it at that. So, Drinkwater, 2, Chester, Farnworth, Hopewade, Walker, Couchman, Stewart, Lasardi, Lukey, Clark, Tarpany, Pasco. So I've got 13. Making one trade, I've got 13. Like I said, Tanner Boyd to Nico Hines next week. I'm not going to go early on that. Just the one trade. Can you see anything else I need to do? I don't think I've got any more things that I need to do. Look, here, what I could do, I'm going to go Farmani and Clayton Farlolo. All right, bang. I'm going to do it. Why not? He's going to make some cash over the next week or two, like 56. If he goes good against the Titans, he could go up even better. So there we go. We got Hopewade, Farlolo, Drink. So that's 14. I'm happy with that. Next week, I'm down to 20 trades, 1 boost left. Nico comes in next week. Do I have the cash to get Nico? Yes, I do, I think. Yeah, I think I do. Let's just check. Let's just check. Yep, I do. All right, so that's next week's trade. All right, people. Good luck with this buy round. Let me know how many numbers you've got because it could be pretty tricky for some people. I was planning ahead week by week. I would have been better off, like I said, I had Boyd, but he is now out. It'd be good if Macassini plays as well. There's another number. I dare say a lot of people are going to be getting Pasco in this week, so that's one I got in last week. I'm glad I've got Clark. He's kind of been a bit of a sleeper down there at the Storm. He's a solid player. I've got Hamish Stewart, which I'm happy with, which not a lot of people have. So Stewart, Clark, Tarpany at the moment, a lot of people have. Add Hopewade to that list. Possibly Drinkwater. That's what his ownership, 8%. And Farlolo. So I've got a couple of pods in there. Let me know how you scored last round. Let me know how many trades you're making, who you're trading in, if you've got any issues with players that like I do, injuries. And I'll see you tomorrow for Teams List.